afternoon, beautiful people, or should I say good evening, because let's face it, it's dark outside now, but honestly, every single hour of the day at the moment just seems to be melting into one for me, so I'm still running on afternoon time. Anyway, I'm boring you. My name is Mike, lovely to see you, welcome to us here at Ideal World. Now look, gang, Christmas is just around the corner, yeah? And if you are the host with the most, and everybody's descending upon your house, you know you are going to be frantically busying yourself in the kitchen, doing this, doing that, chopping this, preparing that, and you are going to be out there for hours and hours. Everybody will be getting merry. Everybody will not be appreciative until they've eaten all of the food. And then you've got all of that hard work to look forward to. Well, look, the prep work now becomes the easy work. And we're going to put a price on the screen. And we are going to make these tools affordable for all. In actual fact, let me just expand on that statement, OK? For £20, if you share your house with someone who's going to be doing all of the delicious delights, you need to get them one of these. It's called the Nova Multi-Dicer Slice, and it does everything. It really is a serious bit of kit. We've massively reduced the postage. We're going to give you all the money-back guarantees you could possibly want. 14 days of extended Christmas money-back guarantees until the 21st of January next year. And if you don't think that this is the best helping hands you've ever had in your entire life, return it back to us and we'll give you back your 20 quid. It's as simple and as easy as that. 2 colours to choose from if you want to be very particular, but the bottom line is this. The hard work now becomes a lot easy because you've got the tool for the job. And to show you exactly how this tool works, please welcome to the show a man you might recognise from the stage and the screen. Oh, yeah, the one and only Mr. Tim Evans. Tim, great to see you, mate.
Good to see you. This really is an amazing bit of kit, because it's not the time it takes to cook the food, it's the preparation. What you've got is this bit. That holds it all, OK, so your fingers never go anywhere near these blades. You've got this large dice, OK, and that'll also do julienne. You've got the small one as well. So big squares, big chop, little squares, little chop. So it's pretty straightforward. You've also got this. That's for cleaning, OK, but let's do a little bit of work. You've also got this base, which is fantastic. It's got a grip surface. All you have to do is slot that on there like that. I'm going to start off with the big one. Just drop that in there like so. Press that down. And now we will make a little Greek salad, just very, very quickly. Carrot, cucumber, OK. Do you like a Greek salad? Yes.
I am a fan of the salad, if I'm honest with you, yes.
You are a fan of the salad?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Now, what you do is you cut, sorry, I didn't show you that very well. You have to cut those into 3, quite obviously, because you want to dice, otherwise you're going to end up with a stick, and all you do is you press it down. Okay, it really is that easy. Okay, and if you've got any dexterity problems, like I have reached that age of arthritis and things like that, it's not really a problem, because it's so light and so easy. And what I really like is I've actually de-seeded these tomatoes. OK, because there's nothing worse than a Greek salad when it's got the seeds in it. You can't do that with any. Have you ever tried dicing something or dicing a tomato with seeds in it? It'll even do cheese and things like that. OK, here we have a little bit of feta cheese. It's better if it's in a fridge. Cool. OK, and that has got to be the quickest, easiest, probably the best looking Greek salad. Let me put this on a plate because it really is fantastic. All it's missing from there is a few olives, a little bit of olive oil. I don't know. You tell me. I tend to eat with my eyes. Okay, if it looks good, it tastes good. Just look at that. How's that for a Greek salad? Now, the washing up is very easy as well. Okay, just run it under a tap. There you've got the washing up done. Now, just very, very quickly, just let me wipe this out. And we'll do some chips. Because this has got to be the best chip maker you've ever seen, used or bought. You like chips?
I am a fan of the chip.
I love chips. Do you buy frozen chips?
Depends, yes. More, well, we tend to buy the oven ones, you know the ones.
Yeah. Is it for taste or for convenience?
Yes, tends to be for convenience. My son, who's 11, he enjoys them.
Have you ever had the microwave chips?
No.
To be quite honest, you're better off eating the cardboard box than the other chips.
Yeah.
OK, now pop that in there like that. Now, what I'm going to show you here, and this is quite important, just give that a little press so that it grips, OK? And that way, you can make chips to your heart's desire. And you know something? It's not only the cost. Just look at that. There you've got, whoops, take it off this end. And there you've got chips. How's that for chips? Now, one thing that is fantastic, we didn't put any onion in there. Well, we did put some onion in there. But if you want to do red onions and things like that, superb. How about the carrot sticks? Do you ever buy carrot sticks?
Now, do you know what? Yeah, because a little crudité for the child is a lot better than a sweet.
It is. And also, you find that with the kids, that can be a little bit hard to eat. That's why they sell them in packets in supermarkets. Okay, whoops. Press that in properly. There we go. And there you'll get those lovely carrot sticks. He said, oh, sorry about that. Got to press it in, as I said, and there you've got it. Now, just watch this. Very simply, and there you've got carrot sticks. Now, how about this look? Get myself confused here. You know an apple? Do you ever find an apple can be a little bit tough to eat?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. That can overface a child. What about these apple sticks? That is superb. Just watch. Turn this over.
Well, a lot of the well-known burger places like to sell them apple sticks, but then you tend to pay for somebody else's hard work, don't you?
Yes. How about those for apple sticks? Okay. That top comes off there. That's easy for washing up. And there you've got those apple sticks. Look at that, aren't they lovely? Okay. Now, just very quickly, let's show you the small one because that's the big one. We've done the dicing, okay, and we've done that. Now, just give this a little rinse. Don't forget you've got rubber feet on the bottom here, okay. Now, to take this out, all you do very simply is you pop that out like so. I've cut myself. And all we do now very simply is pop that in there like so. I can't believe that. Okay, and pop that on there.
I'll tell you what, whilst you're doing that, my friend, lots of buyers on the website. 732330 is the item number. The Nova Multi-Dyson Slice has quite literally taken you all, not just by surprise, but I think you're actually realising that all the hard work that people put themselves through in the kitchen, Tim has just shown you by literally one push and one depression of that lid, bang, all the hard work is now gone. So if you want to get involved in this, 732330 is the item number. Loads and loads of buyers coming in, and for anybody sitting at home right now thinking to themselves, OK, Mike, yeah, I think I can certainly see why the potential of these are in my house. Remember, you've also got the lid that we haven't even shown you yet that you can put over the top of the slice and dice, and then that way we keep everything nice and fresh inside, maybe to save it for another day. Lots of buyers coming through, take advantage of the deal, and honestly, and on a different day, these would have sold out immediately, but we are busier and busier by the second.
So in my hands, I've got the two grids. Now, this grid here that I'm holding up is the one that I'm going to use first and foremost, okay? Whichever grid that you're using, small or large, wet these first, please. So just wet them, because they're not really sharp like a knife, but they do have an edge. So obviously pay due care and attention. 49 cutting cubes, and then 4 times the amount on the small one, 196. Now, to assemble this dead easy, remember it's got a hinge cutting arm, a 1500 millilitre container. You've got that stay fresh lid, so you can serve, seal and store your food inside there. Now, I'm going to take the potato just one more time, so if you missed this, just watch this, okay? Potatoes have a bit of a wobbly bottom, so don't just leave them on there, because otherwise they'll just wobble around. So just
That's meant to be a potato.
Pardon?
I've got a bit of a wobbly bottom.
I'm sure you don't, Hayley. I'm sure you don't. In fact,
Perhaps I was
Sean
meant
didn't
to
say
be a
that the other day.
potato.
Right, what I'm going to do is you tap the potato down like so. Remember, you've got 2 non-slip feet on the bottom, and then you just simply press down.
That is so good.
You know what, Hayley? It's quite possibly the fastest manual chip maker
Absolutely.
you'll ever see, use, or possibly buy. You've got chips practically by the pan full, the bucket full, and the freezer full. And you know something? If you're cutting evenly, you're cooking evenly.
Yes.
You know, so for the active fry, for the air fry, for deep
Yeah.
frying, proper chippy chips, there. I mean, that was just 2 potatoes. So in total, on that plate, I have 6 potatoes. Look at the
Fantastic.
volume. Now remember, everything is dishwasher safe, top rack of the dishwasher. Personally, I'd recommend you wash it by hand, warm soapy water, a soft cloth or a soft sponge. Now, salads, garden fresh salads. Stir-fry cooking, stews,
Yes.
soups, casseroles, general food preparation. Now here's my pepper. Place it on the platform and just give it a gentle tap. You don't always have to do this. I'm going to show you in a moment why you don't. Now it's high to slice, and it's low to dice. So peppers, okay, you could be doing peppers for your pizza, you could be doing cucumbers for that fresh salad, maybe you're doing dips or anything of that nature. Remember, all you're simply doing, and I'll make this very, very clear, you don't need great strength to do this. All you're simply doing is transferring a little, not a lot, not an awful lot, a little bit of body weight directly over the top. So you place it on the platform, you've got that hinge cutting arm. Remember, you've got that Stay Fresh lid. This is from Nova. Now remember, Nova are German. The build quality really is brilliant. So for stir fries, this really is sensational. Give it a bit of a shake like
Brilliant.
so. Take that lid off. Remember, 1500 millilitre capacity. It's compact. The container's compact. It's quick and it's convenient. I would say this has about the same footprint as a medium-sized loaf of bread. Now, if your knife skills are not that great, if you don't have great dexterity,
Gosh.
this will be your kitchen assistant in abundance.
And that's the thing you've got to bear in mind, guys. If you don't have great dexterity, if you don't have the time, the patience, or maybe the ability is no longer there, even though the will is, devices like this have been created so you can still enjoy creating culinary delights for your family, creating uniformity. Remember as well, even though we've shown you with a lot of salad material, like your vegetables, your carrots and stuff like that, think about now if you're making your stews and your hot pots. Think about your chips. When you have uniformity, you also have even cooking times. When you start chopping things in different sizes, things will cook at different times. But when you've got uniformity and you've got evenness, that means that your chips are going to be absolutely perfect for you. And that means all the other things that you are preparing are going to be absolutely ideal. So with every single one of you on the website right now, pick your favourite. You can have it in grey, you can have it in green. At this moment in time, I think the green is in the lead, but not by much. And please remember as well, you've got the Stay Fresh lids as well. 732330 is the item number. Loads and loads of buyers coming in. It's only £20 and you've also got a massively reduced postage. OK, let's go back to Tim. Tim, all you, my friend.
Thank you. Right, just very, very quickly, I've lost the top. There we go. There we go. Now, to assemble it is very, very easy. Pop that on there like so. OK, and then you just press down. You said, OK. I didn't expect that to come off. There we go. Right, now that only will fit on there like so. And we'll lift this up. Now I've got put the small teeth in there. That's so you can do small things. You might want to chop something down like I've done here on the, if you want to do very, very small dicing. You cut these down like so. So if you're doing a bouillon, you might want to do soups, stews, casseroles, anything you want to do. Onions done this way. Now do cut your onions down and cut them in half this way. Okay. If you want to do soups or stews, as I said, it could be a salad. It really makes no difference at all. And there we have it. Now, just very quickly, all you do very simply is lift that off there like that. And there you've got that done. How about dicing down a tomato finally? How about chopping down an onion? Do you ever chop onions very finely? End up with your eyeballs on your kneecap, piece of bread in the corner of your mouth, a silver spoon in the other. Yeah.
There's loads of old wives' tales to stop you from tearing up, isn't there?
Yeah, could buy a thing to bang it up and down. That was marvellous, that was. You got a hole in your hand, a hole in the table. Just look at this, look. Now put your onion on this way, okay? That way you get a true professional dice. Very simple, very easy and very quick. So all you have to do is just press it down. To take it off, clip that up, and now we've got that lovely fine dice. What about, do you like stir-fry cooking?
Yes.
I love stir-fry. Have you ever had a fridge stir-fry?
Oh, what, sorry?
A fridge stir-fry.
Fridge stir-fry. I'm not familiar with that.
Fridge stir-fry is when you go into the fridge and you see what there is and you just chop it up and stick it in a wok.
Right, OK.
It's what's left in
Waste
the fridge.
not, want not.
Yeah. If you're doing celery and things like that, a little bit of celery, because they haven't actually given me any leeks. I like a little bit of leek in the stir-fry. Pop those on there like so. That's all you do.
But I think actually when you asked, can you have a leak, they thought you just wanted to go to the toilet, so they misunderstood you, Tim. That's what that was, mate.
No, I just managed to remember to do that before we came on air, which is rather good. Stir fry. If you want to do something a little bit longer, Don't forget, you just cut it a little bit longer. So if you wanted to do some sticks, I'll tell you what I like. I'm going to do a courgette. Okay, a little bit longer like so. Place it on like so. Don't forget, just give it a little press down. And that way you can do your courgettes. Can you see that? And there you've got that job done. Now, whoops, there we go. You didn't see that, did you? Okay, there's the longer ones. Let me do that again because I did make a little bit of a mess of that. I do apologise. It is very simple. What you do is you press it down like so, so that it's got a grip. And then you go down like so. Okay, sorry about that. Now, there we've got that done quickly, easily, and simply. You can do anything like that. What about the soft fruits? Fresh fruit salads. Any sort of salad you want to do. It's not the time it takes to cook the food. It's the preparation that takes the time, as we know. Now, I'm going to put the big teeth back in, or the big cube, rather, which is in here, cleaning. Very simple. Just let me rinse this.
And you have that little attachment as well, Tim, don't you? So if you need to kind of scrape between those...
Oh, this is fantastic.
Lid, it's great
yes.
for getting all of the
that's
debris
for,
food away.
That's for this debris here.
Yeah.
If you ever get anything in there, you can just clean it out very easily.
Perfect.
Okay. Pop that on there like so. Put the one with the big teeth in. A lovely fresh fruit. I love a fresh fruit salad. And if you buy it already pre-done, that can be a little bit of an issue. How about strawberries, raspberries, gooseberries, glazed cherries, button mushrooms if you're making cakes, a pear or a pineapple. It doesn't really matter what it is. It will actually tackle anything. Even a kiwi fruit. Now, I haven't got time to peel the kiwi fruit. I would peel it with one of those fantastic peelers that we're advertising all the time here on Ideal World. Then you've got the job done. Even grapes. How about that? So next time somebody says to you, peel me a grape, it's not really a problem. You can do whatever you want. An apple or a pear or a pineapple. Shall we put a pear in there? See, what I like about this is you can make your own salads. You can make your own food. And when you make your own food, not only does it give you a lot of satisfaction, but it also will give you what you want. It tastes better. It looks better. And I've done here in the matter of... I mean, can you imagine doing this with a knife? Well, you'd never get out...
Would you? That's the point. Because it just takes too long, Tim.
You'd never get out for a drink at night, would you? And there we've got that. How about that? Look, I'm spreading that out so you can see that is a beautiful fresh fruit salad. Okay? Don't put any cream on it. You can if you want. It's up to you, isn't it?
A little bit of what a fancy don't hurt you, does it?
Doesn't do you any harm at all. You don't reach my age without doing that. How about a few mushrooms? You see, it doesn't matter whether it's hard or soft, whether it's large or long. All you do is you cut it down. A mushroom, cut it in half. And once again, there you got your mushrooms. I like to do this on the fine one if you're doing stuffing at Christmas time and things like that. Doesn't matter what you want to do.
Yeah, perfect.
Now,
if you want to do it for your beef wellies and stuff, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
And to go back to the chips, well, when it comes to making chips, well, it's in a world all of its own. Just look at this. Don't forget, you just press that down like so, and then you smash it down. And there you've got chips. You know when they're doing the Acti-Fry here?
Yes.
The girls in the kitchen were telling me that's how they do the chips that goes in the Acti-Fry.
Yeah.
Okay, so that really is fantastic. You want to do crudités dips. Let's just take this one out. Now let's take this one here, the one with the little. Notice how easy and simple it is. And what about doing some French fries? You know, like McDonald's fries. Once again, there you've got your McDonald's fries. You might want to do some carrots in that way. A button mushroom. Just cut it to the length you require. Give it a little tap, okay? There you've got the job done. Because it's not, as I said, it's not the time it takes to cook the food. It's definitely the preparation that takes the time. Just look at that. I think you must agree with me. If I can use it, anybody can. Just look at that. Now, a little wash up once again. I ought to have got two machines, really. They gave me two machines. I didn't realise how useful that would be to have two machines.
Well,
now,
Tim, you're chopping up a tree at the moment. I'll tell you what. let me just pick it up for a second. You get yourself all sorted over there because...
I'll have a clean up because...
And you have a little clean up. For every single person out there watching this channel right now, you can all certainly see the benefits of having the Nova Multi-Dicer Slicer in your life, right? It really is all about convenience. All you literally have to do is prepare the size of the thing you want chopping so that it can accommodate the blade square. Once you've actually got it to that size, it's literally about pressure and bang. You have uniformity, you have even cutting, even slicing or even dicing. It just depends on how you present the vegetable or the fruit to the blade. If you want it sliced, then obviously you will place it long ways. If you want it diced, you will place it lengthways. It's as simple and as easy as that. But for so many of you out there right now, if you wanted to try to replicate what it is that Tim's doing, you would still be maybe on the first portion of what Tim's been doing. Tim at the moment has literally sliced and diced pretty much everything, right the way down to those French fry thin little skinny chips, all the way through to the big chunky, more traditional maybe chips that we like with our bit of fish or maybe our sausages. And the thing is, gang, when you have evenness of the piece of fruit that you are cooking, you have that lovely ability to make sure that your cooking times don't need to be adjusted because you've got uniformity. That's why if you've got a big thick chip and a little thin chip, two will cook at different times. That's sometimes why you have to take that painstaking preparation and you've got to evenly cut, and that's why we don't like doing it. With this, bang, it's fast, it's quick, it's easy, and it's instant. And it's £20. I wouldn't mind if it was one of those items that's going to cost you like £40, £50. Then it's a considered purchase and then maybe you won't be using it very much. But the lovely thing about it is even when you've done your preparation work, you can still just use your Keep Fresh lid. So you literally take the blade exchange out, you put on your Keep Fresh lid, and that can go straight to the fridge and use it for another day in case you're not using all the food that's inside of there. There are so many benefits to having these kind of devices, whether it's just because you've now become quite particular about your diet, or maybe you're changing the way you eat your food and your different selections of food because you know you might need to live a bit of a healthier lifestyle. And sometimes, as Tim was saying, an apple on its own can look a bit boring. Gnawing through an apple might not be complimentary. Maybe you have dentures or maybe you just can't be faffed with the big apple. If you literally place it on that, bang, down you go, then you've got those apple sticks and they are a lot more complimentary to eat. That's why you'll go to your big burger bars, you'll go to your burger chains and you can have a burger, but they'll also offer you a little packet of apple sticks, which is great. Or crudités for the kids. You know, things like your cucumber julienne, maybe your carrot julienne. And that's when you start getting the good food inside the kids because it looks fun. It looks like a chip, but it's not a chip. And that's the great thing about it. Don't forget, kids will just eat with their imagination, not necessarily with their mouths. 732-330, getting busier and busier. Take advantage of the deal. Have another little look at how wonderful the Nova Multi-Dicer Slicer can be to use.
So in my hands, I've got the two grids. Now, this grid here that I'm holding up is the one that I'm going to use first and foremost, okay? Whichever grid that you're using, small or large, wet these first, please. So just wet them because they're not really sharp like a knife, but they do have an edge. So obviously pay due care and attention. 49 cutting cubes, and then 4 times the amount on the small one, 196. Now, to assemble it's dead easy. Remember, it's got a hinge cutting arm, a 1500 millilitre container. You've got that Stay Fresh lid, so you can serve, seal, and store your food inside there. Now, I'm going to take the potato just one more time, so if you missed this, just watch this, okay? Potatoes have a bit of a wobbly bottom, so don't just leave them on there, because otherwise they'll just wobble around. So just
That's meant to be a potato.
Pardon?
I've got a bit of a wobbly bottom.
I'm sure you don't, Hayley. I'm sure you don't. In fact,
That's what
Sean
it's meant
didn't
to
say
be,
that
a
the other day.
potato.
Right, what I'm going to do is you tap the potato down like so. Remember, you've got 2 non-slip feet on the bottom, and then you just simply press down.
That is so good.
You know what, Hayley? It's quite possibly the fastest manual chip maker
Absolutely.
you'll ever see, use, or possibly buy. You've got chips practically by the pan full, the bucket full, and the freezer full. And you know something? If you're cutting evenly, you're cooking evenly.
Yes.
You know, so for the active fry, for the air fry, for deep
Yeah.
frying, proper chippy chips, there. I mean, that was just 2 potatoes. So in total, on that plate, I have 6 potatoes. Look at the
Fantastic.
volume. Now remember, everything is dishwasher safe, top rack of the dishwasher. Personally, I'd recommend you wash it by hand, warm soapy water, a soft cloth or a soft sponge. Now, salads, garden fresh salads. Stir-fry cooking, stews,
Yes.
soups, casseroles, general food preparation. Now here's my pepper. Place it on the platform and just give it a gentle tap. You don't always have to do this. I'm going to show you in a moment why you don't. Now it's high to slice, and it's low to dice. So peppers, okay, you could be doing peppers for your pizza, you could be doing cucumbers for that fresh salad, maybe you're doing dips or anything of that nature. Remember, all you're simply doing, and I'll make this very, very clear, you don't need great strength to do this. All you're simply doing is transferring a little, not a lot, not an awful lot, a little bit of body weight directly over the top. So you place it on the platform, you've got that hinge cutting arm. Remember, you've got that stay fresh lid. This is from Nova. Now remember, Nova are German. The build quality really is brilliant. So for stir fries, this really is sensational. Give it a bit of a shake like
Brilliant.
so. Take that lid off. Remember, 1500 millilitre capacity. It's compact. The container's compact. It's quick. And it's convenient. I would say this has about the same footprint as a medium-sized loaf of bread. Now, if your knife skills are not that great, if you don't have great dexterity,
Gosh.
this will be your kitchen assistant in abundance.
You got to love it, haven't you? It's funny, isn't it? When you've got a device that makes that part of the preparation so much easier, you use it over and over and over again. Maybe you need to prepare food to be quite small. Maybe, especially, look, if you're trying to get veggies and fruits and stuff like that inside the bubbers, and you know what the midwives are now saying, baby eats what you eat and all the rest of it, you can't give baby little dice bits of hard food. It just doesn't work. But it's easier to literally blitz up when it's smaller, isn't it? So maybe you want to prep it to small size so that you can blitz it down to that mush. That's the great thing. I mean, you never ever give baby little chunks of food. Of course you don't. But then when you've got something that's a lot easier, maybe you've got pets and animals and things like that you want to get the food down to a much more manageable size, just standing in the kitchen for ages and ages doing all your slicing, your dice, that's the last thing you want. If you're a fajita lover, if you are somebody that loves to see the traditional food done in the right way, a device like this can be so beneficial. But remember, guys, it's great to have a device that helps you get the prep work done so that the hard work isn't spent ages and ages and hours in the kitchen trying to make things look wonderful, trying to make uniformity, trying to make evenness, but also taking half of your day away. That's when you don't enjoy the process, do you? With the Nova Slice and Dice, it just makes it a whole lot easier. So let's now go back over to Tim. What you got lined up for us now, Tim?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do a nice little salad, a very, very fine salad, as John was saying. If you put the radishes on here. Now, can you imagine doing this? A julienne of radish. Okay, just look at that. Absolutely fantastic. You might want to add to that a little bit of carrot. You know those salads that you get in Indian restaurants? Absolutely superb. Don't forget, give it a little tap. And there you've got it. It's as easy and as simple as that. It doesn't matter what you want to do, long or large, just give it a little wobble like so. Okay, and once again, there you've got it. Now, if we flip this out, just take that out, just look at that. Perfect food preparation in absolutely seconds. Now, to julienne, things like that, I mean, it's not what you serve, it's how you serve it, basically. Now, what about cheeses and things like that? You can do cheese, you can do meats, you can do sausage, salami. Unfortunately, they haven't given me any salami. Apparently, it's expensive. We can do meats quickly, easily, and simply. We've got a bit of Spam here. Do you remember Spam?
I do remember. My boy loves Spam.
I quite like
love
Spam, actually. It always gets a bad press. Just look at this.
The thing was, I remember years and years ago when my boy was a bubba, he got to about 6 months old and the midwife turned around and says, right, baby eats what you eat. And I went, he can't have a Sunday roast. She went, yeah, he can, but what you've got to do is you've got to blitz it and turn it into a mush.
Yeah.
But of course, when you're trying to blitz big things, it takes forever.
It does.
But if you can make the big things into small things, it blitzes so much easier.
It certainly does.
It becomes a lot more manageable for maybe the other utensils that you're using with it, yeah.
Yeah, this is just an amazing piece of equipment, so I was saying. So, I've put a little bit of onion in there as
I'll tell you
well.
what, it's a fisherman's dream. When you did that with Spam, the amount of times you take a bit of luncheon meat down to the fishing lake and you're sitting down and you're cutting it into cubes, one of them, bang,
Bang,
jobs are
it's
good.
all done. It's
Put
all
it in
done
your
for
silk
you.
container.
Yeah. Once again, there we've got it. Okay. If you want, we did some celery earlier on. Should I make some chips again? Or we were going to do those French fries, weren't we? You know, the McDonald's fries and things like that. Okay. Oops. Oh, I shouldn't have bothered, should I? Now, I do apologise.
Right, you mind your fingers on your blades, my friend.
Oh, I will.
I'll give you a quick shout and then you can get that sorted, so don't worry about it, Tim. We'll get another blade out to you, pal. 732330 is the item number. And as every single one of you are now going, oh, that'd be great for that, that'd be great for that. Isn't it funny, as the show starts to go on, and as we start to get into the nuts and bolts of the show, people are now going, do you know what, I didn't think of that. The amount of times the husband's out in the kitchen and he's finally chopping up the luncheon meat to take down to the fishing lake because he wants to go down there and he wants uniformity, so it sits on the line well, all those kind of different things. Then you start to realise, oh yeah, how many times maybe if you're one of these people making the quiches or your loaded potato wedges, yeah, that you overdo the size of the bits of meat that you want to put in there, and then it becomes a little bit too unpalatable. With this uniformity, small cubes, big cubes, julienne, crudités, all of those different things. Getting the fruits and the veggies in the kitchen. You know how you do that if your child is very, very specific with their palate? You make the food look fun. All of a sudden, those thin juliennes of maybe cucumber, that all of a sudden becomes the hair of the face of what you're putting on that plate. So you're going to be able to eat the character you're putting down there. That's how we used to get little and to start. And then he started loving trees. He went, oh, I want to eat trees. Broccoli, right? But as long as the broccoli looked like a bit of broccoli, looked like a tree, hey, he couldn't get enough of it. He used to do that. So all of a sudden, he's eating the normal things, you know, like most kids, chicken nuggets and what have you. But then we're replacing the chips with sweet potato, which he just loved. But it still looked like a chip or a French fry. But you trying to do that thin julienne chip French fries on a sweet potato. Bang, straight through your slice and dice, job's a good one. And then you've got your trees and your broccoli. Kids are like, that's brilliant. And you're sitting there as a parent going, oh, that's great, he's eating all the good stuff. So you're happy. Then the dessert afterwards, he's got these little thin juliennes of apple strips. Perfect for the kids. Get the goodness, get the nutrients, get all the fun inside of them. 732330, loads of buyers coming in. So are we going back to Tim or are we going to the VT? Oh, we're going to go back to the VT. Loads more buyers on the website. Got to check your baskets out because, gang, the slice and dice, very popular. Could go.
So in my hands, I've got the two grids. Now, this grid here that I'm holding up is the one that I'm going to use first and foremost, okay? Whichever grid that you're using, small or large, wet these first, please. So just wet them, because they're not really sharp like a knife, but they do have an edge. So obviously pay due care and attention. 49 cutting cubes, and then 4 times the amount on the small one, 196. Now, to assemble this dead easy, remember it's got a hinge cutting arm, a 1500 millilitre container. You've got that stay fresh lid, so you can serve, seal and store your food inside there. Now, I'm going to take the potato just one more time, so if you missed this, just watch this, okay? Potatoes have a bit of a wobbly bottom, so don't just leave them on there, because otherwise they'll just wobble around. So just take
meant to be a potato.
Pardon?
I've got a bit of a wobbly bottom.
I'm sure you don't, Hayley. I'm sure you don't. In fact,
Perhaps I was
Sean
meant
didn't
to
say
be
that
a
the other day.
potato.
Right, what I'm going to do is just tap the potato down like so. Remember, you've got 2 non-slip feet on the bottom, and then you just simply press down.
That is so good.
You know what, Hayley? It's quite possibly the fastest manual chip maker
Absolutely.
you'll ever see, use, or possibly buy. You've got chips practically by the pan full, the bucket full, and the freezer full. And you know something? If you're cutting evenly, you're cooking evenly.
Yes.
You know, so for the active fry, for the air fry, for deep frying, proper chippy chips, I mean, that was just 2 potatoes. So in total, on that plate, I have 6 potatoes.
Fantastic.
Look at the volume. Now, remember, everything is dishwasher safe, top rack of the dishwasher. Personally, I'd recommend you wash it by hand, warm soapy water, a soft cloth or a soft sponge. Now, salads, garden fresh salads. Stir-fry cooking, stews, soups, casseroles, general food preparation. Now, here's my pepper. Place it on the platform and just give it a gentle tap. You don't always have to do this. I'm going to show you in a moment why you don't. Now, it's high to slice, and it's low to dice. So peppers, okay, you could be doing peppers for your pizza, you could be doing cucumbers for that fresh salad, maybe you're doing dips or anything of that nature. Remember, all you're simply doing, and I'll make this very, very clear, you don't need great strength to do this. All you're simply doing is transferring a little, not a lot, not an awful lot, a little bit of body weight directly over the top. So you place it on the platform, you've got that hinge cutting arm. Remember, you've got that stay fresh lid. This is from Nova. Now remember, Nova are German. The build quality really is brilliant. So for stir fries, this really is sensational. Give it a bit of a shake like
Brilliant.
so. Take that lid off. Remember, 1500 millilitre capacity. It's compact. The container's compact. It's quick. And it's convenient. I would say this has about the same footprint as a medium-sized loaf of bread. Now, if your knife skills are not that great, if you don't have great dexterity,
Gosh.
this will be your kitchen assistant in abundance.
It's fab, isn't it? Easy to use, fun to use, and the results, they kind of speak for themselves. OK, let's get back to Tim. What you got lined up now, bud?
How about some apple sticks?
Perfect.
Should we do some apple sticks? Now, don't forget, all you got to do is give that a little tap like so. Slap that down. No force, no pressure, no strength. You got those lovely apple sticks. To go with the apple sticks, if you're packing the kids off to school, how about doing some carrots in this way? Don't forget, just give this a little tap like so. OK, and that way you'll find that it goes down. Now, what else should we put with that? The peppers. Just take the end of the peppers off, de-seed it. OK. This could be for a stir fry or anything else. Once again, just give it a little tap. That's not going to go. OK, and give it a little tap. OK, now just look at all that's been done in absolute seconds. OK. On this large one, of course, it really is easy to use, it's simple and it's quick. Okay, you might want to dice down a tomato. Should I do that Greek salad again? Because I think
Lovely.
that proved quite popular, didn't that?
Getting busier on the web. Check your baskets out, gang. Make sure you get your orders in before all of this is gone.
Yeah.
The multi-dicer from Nova is getting very, very popular. Grey's the lead colour at the moment.
Is grey the lead colour?
Grey's in the lead at the moment.
I understand that. Now, don't forget, because of that, the shape of the onion, okay, we want squares because we're doing a Greek salad. So just pop it on there like so. Tomatoes I've de-seeded, which you can't do if you can't. It's very hard to dice a tomato that's been de-seeded. A little bit of cucumber in there, a little bit of feta cheese, a few olives. It doesn't really matter what you want to do. Easy to use, quick and simple to clean, dishwasher safe, and don't forget you've got that fabulous lid on there if you don't use all the food, and that'll go in the refrigerator. How handy is that? Now, the small one, so there you've got big squares, give you a big chop, and then you've got the small squares, that'll give you the small chops. How about this look? I love these French fries. McDonald's charge you a fortune for these, don't they? They make them famous. Yeah. Carrots. We're doing a little bit of stir fry here as well, you might want to do. Don't forget, you must always just tap that down, okay? And there you've got the job done.
We're getting busier and busier on the website, Tim.
So easy, so simple.
732330, gang. Place your orders now. Take advantage of the deal. It's only £20 plus your postage, which has been massively reduced. So here's John again. Please check your baskets out before they go, because to say we are busy would be an understatement.
So in my hands, I've got the two grids. Now, this grid here that I'm holding up is the one that I'm going to use first and foremost, okay? Whichever grid that you're using, small or large, wet these first, please. So just wet them, because they're not really sharp like a knife, but they do have an edge. So obviously pay due care and attention. 49 cutting cubes, and then 4 times the amount on the small one, 196. Now, to assemble it's dead easy. Remember, it's got a hinge cutting arm, a 1500 millilitre container. You've got that stay fresh lid, so you can serve, seal, and store your food inside there. Now, I'm going to take the potato just one more time. So if you miss this, just watch this, okay? Potatoes have a bit of a wobbly bottom, so don't just leave them on there, because otherwise they'll just wobble around. So
I
just
thought
take
it's meant to be a potato.
Pardon?
I've got a bit of a wobbly bottom.
I'm sure you don't, Hayley. I'm sure you don't. In fact,
Perhaps I was
Sean
meant
didn't
to
say
be
that
a
the other day.
potato.
Right, what I'm going to do is you tap the potato down like so. Remember, you've got 2 non-slip feet on the bottom, and then you just simply press down.
That is so good.
You know what, Hayley? It's quite possibly the fastest manual chip maker
Absolutely.
you'll ever see, use, or possibly buy. You've got chips practically by the pan full, the bucket full, and the freezer full. And you know something? If you're cutting evenly, you're cooking evenly.
Yes.
You know, so for the active fry, for the air fryer, for deep frying, proper chippy chips, there. I mean, that was just 2 potatoes. So in total, on that plate, I have 6 potatoes.
Fantastic.
Look at the volume. Now remember, everything is dishwasher safe, top rack of the dishwasher. Personally, I'd recommend you wash it by hand, warm soapy water, a soft cloth or a soft sponge. Now, salads, garden fresh salads. Stir fry cooking, stews, soups, casseroles, general food preparation. Now here's my pepper. Place it on the platform and just give it a gentle tap. You don't always have to do this. I'm going to show you in a moment why you don't. Now it's high to slice, and it's low to dice. So peppers, okay, you could be doing peppers for your pizza, you could be doing cucumbers for that fresh salad, maybe you're doing dips or anything of that nature. Remember, all you're simply doing, and I'll make this very, very clear, you don't need great strength to do this. All you're simply doing is transferring a little, not a lot, not an awful lot, a little bit of body weight directly over the top. So you place it on the platform, you've got that hinge cutting arm. Remember, you've got that Stay Fresh lid. This is from Nova. Now remember, Nova are German. The build quality really is brilliant. So for stir fries, this really is sensational. Give it a bit of a shake like
Brilliant.
so. Take that lid off. Remember, 1,500 millilitre capacity. It's compact. The container's compact. It's quick and it's convenient. I would say this has about the same footprint as a medium-sized loaf of bread. Now, if your knife skills are not that great, if you don't have great dexterity,
Gosh.
this will be your kitchen assistant in abundance.
Great bit of kit, isn't it? And you can clearly see the benefits of having something like this for uniformity, for even cooking times, but also presentationally, it just looks fantastic. So if you are a fan of healthy foods or of the salad, or you just can't get the good stuff inside the kids, then this is always going to be a great way to make it look more pleasant. And when it looks more fun and it looks more inviting, children are more likely to actually start to indulge in it, maybe. So even for that reason alone, you might want to consider getting one. And what I do love about it is you've also got the Stay Fresh lid. So once you've actually done the preparation, if you want to do things in bulk, because you've got a 1,500 millilitre container there, pop the lid on, inside the fridge it goes, perfect for the packed lunches right the way throughout the week, so you don't just have to do it all every single night if you don't see so fit. It's entirely up to you. So, from me to you, gang, it's been an absolute joy and a pleasure. We are out of time. Thank you so much to the wonderful Tim Evans. Of course, the biggest thank you goes to you. If you go to our website, idealworld.tv, at the moment, grey's in the lead, but we also have the green, and as soon as the grey sells out, you know what's going to happen. Everybody's going to try to get their hands on the green one. So just take advantage of the deal. It's the device that people are after, but at this moment, you can be colour specific. But I think that's going to change very, very soon when the grey sells out. For me to you, it's been an absolute joy and pleasure. Carry on buying after the hour, check out your baskets, but do not go anywhere. As I love to say at the end of every single show, there is always a whole lot more for you to shop for here on Ideal World. So enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you a little bit later on. Take care and enjoy your evening. Good night.